Okay, so I went ahead and I'm going to record this call so that way we can reference back to it. I just went ahead and muted you. So if you need to like hop in and say something, just keep in mind I just muted you. But thank you for taking the time out to hop on here. I know you've got your hands full with work and kids and everything, so I just want to thank you for taking the time out and showing up and, you know, putting your business, making it a priority. But tonight's topic, I wanted to kind of talk about the power hour. I know that in a lot of calls that we've been doing lately, everybody's focusing on the power hour, and it's so, I wish there was a way I could make, oh, here you go, hide. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Huh? I want to hide that little thing. Anyway, everybody's focusing on the power hour right now, and it is important, and it's kind of getting old, everybody talking about it, but at the same time, we need to be able to learn how to do it properly. So I think they're just going to keep beating that horse until, you know, they're blue in the face. But initially, I wanted to work through a power hour together, but I feel like we could probably be more effective doing that on our own. So I just wanted to talk about some other things, and then I'll touch on the power hour topic toward the end and give my advice and my thoughts on that. But the first thing I wanted to touch on, I wanted to remind you of our February incentive. Anybody that hits Success Club 5 and signs on a brand new coach is going to earn that tank top that says it never gets easier, you just get better. And what my vision would be for all of us that earn the shirt to be able to take a picture of ourselves and make a collage. And I feel like that would be a really great way for us to show everybody that even though we don't live in the same area, we're not all local to each other, we are still part of a team. We're still a family together. So that's my goal for us, is for all of us to earn that. And we still have time. There's still time to earn it if you haven't gotten any success points yet. For March, our new incentive for March is going to be this tote bag I found. It's really cute. It's got gold lettering that says, "Today I choose happiness." And I love bags. I've got like a bag collection, so I thought maybe they have bag obsessions too. So how perfect would that be for all of us to rock a matching bag? And it's the same thing, Success Club 5, and sign on one new coach, and you will earn this awesome bag. I think it takes a couple weeks to get it into me, so I'll send it to you, or we can meet up or whatever. Let's see. Okay, so just some things to keep in mind for the month. Coming up, every first Wednesday, Team Reborn has their Zoom at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Team Rockstar Fit has theirs every first Thursday, and then we're going to have ours on March 7th. Team Reborn and Team Rockstar Fit, those are both at 9, but we're going to do ours at 8 Eastern. Ours will be the first Monday of every month. All of the calls will be recorded, so if for some reason you can't hop on live, it's okay. But I feel like when you are live and you have to be right there present in the moment, you get just a little more enthusiasm and motivation from it. So I encourage you to hop on live if you can. And just some prayer requests for some people on the team. Samantha is getting married this coming weekend, so keep her in your thoughts. I know she's probably got her nerves going like crazy. Suzanne, we've kind of adopted her. She's not on Team Brightside, but she is one of my success buddies, so I've kind of taken her in as one of our team members. She will be traveling from Ontario to Florida, and she's driving, so she will be gone for 2 weeks. So keep her in mind as she travels. Letitia, she is under Tasha Witt. She has fibromyalgia, and she's having a flare-up right now. So she's experiencing some pain, and she's having some issues with that. So keep her in your prayers. And then also those unspoken prayer requests of those other members on the team. You know, pray for our businesses, that we stay motivated, that we never lose sight of our why, and that we just push through no matter what is going on in our lives. Keep track of everything. This is just a reminder because it's tax season right now. You want to keep track of every single thing that you can. I wish there was a way that I could hide this little thing. I don't think there is. Anyway, I'll just push this down here. Keep track of every little thing. Keep your receipts. Keep a document on your computer. For me, for example, last January, I signed on as a coach, and I have invested a lot in this business. And I'm talking like little gifts for people, all the Shakeology that I've gotten through the year. My husband has a spousal account. I buy things through him. I have bought a ton of books for personal development. Those all count. All the tickets I've got for Super Saturday. We went to Washington, D.C. That's going to count because the hotel, the mileage, the gas, all of that's going to count. Every little bit counts. And I'm just going to use me as an example. I'm not going to talk a number, but I had a significant loss last year. I spent way more in my business compared to what I earned. And because of that, and I'm not saying to do this, I'm not encouraging you to spend more than you're going to earn. I'm just saying keep track of all that, because if that were the case, because this is a, we get a 1099, we don't pay taxes on our income, you're going to have to account for everything that you earned next year when you do your taxes for this coming year. And you're going to want to have an accurate list of all of your business expenses, because every little penny counts. And even though I had a loss throughout the year, I'm getting all of it back and then some in my taxes when it comes in my account. So just, keep a track. I'll show you what I keep it in. I have this little dollar store polymer, envelope that I keep my physical receipts in. I also have something in my emails that I have a folder of my emails. I just transfer my receipts into there. You want to keep an accurate tab all year long, because I did not do that. And when I turned my stuff into our tax lady just recently, I had to go back, and I'm sure I've missed a ton of stuff because I was not keeping track throughout the year. I just was trying to fidget and get all that last minute. So make sure you're keeping track. We have a brand new product launching in March. We had one this past summer when Size came out. This new one is Tony Horton's. It's 22-minute hardcore, and he developed it based on military trainings. He went around to different bases. On the 22nd of this month, there's going to be a sneak preview in Beachbody On Demand, and it's going to be awesome. It's 22 minutes of straight working out, and it's a full body workout. I'm really excited to do it. I've been doing P90 X3 this month to try to condition myself to the extremity type of intensity of it. But what I'm going to do, and I encourage all of you to join in with me, is I'm going to create a peer support group on Facebook. So it's not going to be your traditional challenge group where we're going to be posting content every single day in the morning and in the evening. I'm going to call it a test group. And it's going to be called Hardcore for 22-minute Hardcore. And basically, it's just going to be a group where we can post that we're working out, that we're eating well. We're going to post pictures. We're going to encourage each other. We're going to do every single thing we do in an accountability group, but we're not going to be doing those daily posts and asking for call to action type things. So I encourage everybody to take part in that. It is a 60-day program, so that's how long the group will last. And there will be a winner. So the participant with the best transformation photo from day 1 to day 60 is going to earn a P90X bundle from me. I have the DVDs and I have the program guide. So we're going to encourage everyone to take before and after photos. At the very end of the group, we'll do a comparison and we'll vote, and whoever wins will have the program sent to them. They don't have to pay for it or anything. The only thing that's going to be a requirement is if they're not already currently on Shakeology, they will have to buy the challenge pack when the program is launched. And they will have to have a Shakeology order for March and April, because we want to encourage everybody to be having Shakeology each and every day so that they get the maximum results from the workout. They will be eating clean because we're going to be encouraging them through the group and through the pictures we're going to be posting and different recipes that we're going to be sharing, our personal posts and things like that. But this is going to be a great way for us to push that challenge pack and to get Success Club right off the bat. So they haven't released the price yet. They're going to do that toward the end of the month, but we want to go ahead and start encouraging people to be thinking about the program now. Start putting that in your post. Talk about how you're excited for the launch. It should be March 1st. So be putting it in people's ears now that this is going to be something to look forward to. That way, everybody is going to be looking for that post saying, now you may order, now we can add you to the group. And I will open the group to coaches that want to join too. It's not just challengers. And I'm not even going to call it a challenge group. It's just a support group. So into the meat of the call, what is a power hour? On the left side, I just put a few keywords that came to mind. It is intentional, it is uninterrupted, it's effective, and it's strategic. So a lot of times we sit on the phone or sit on our computer and we get lost in our news feed and we tend to just scroll, and that's not a power hour. That doesn't count at all. Even though we're working, that's not an effective use of our time. It's not purposeful. So we need to look at our power hour as a way for us to have some sort of a guideline, some sort of a base to go off of so that we know what it is we need to be accomplishing in each minute within the power hour. Because Asia, like you've got a full-time job, you've got your hands full with all your kids. You want to make sure when you sit down to work, because you probably only have 1 hour to devote to your business a day, right? Or if that. So you want to, and even if you have to break down the tasks, that's fine. You just want to make sure that you're doing it effectively and that you are, laser focused on your task at hand. So I put an example breakdown up here, and as you do it more and more, you're going to develop your own routine. You're going to develop your own tasks that you want to accomplish that work for you. So this is just an example. For 15 minutes, you're going to go through your current friends list and you're going to create a contact list. And the way you would do that is by going to your friends and just going all the way down until you remember, you see a person's face that you don't remember when the last time you talked was. If you have a contact list already, just continue to work off of that and add to it. Always be adding to your contact list. You should never run dry. 15 minutes should be devoted to expanding your network. You need to be always adding friends, and you want to add them to lists. And you want to be deleting outstanding friend requests that are 48 hours old. So what I mean by creating a list, and I think we've talked about this before, you and I, lists over here on the left-hand side, you'll see it's 2 little people and a piece of paper. These are all lists that I have created. So I have a list that I've called moms. And basically all you do when you add a friend, you hover over their name. So we'll just use Melody as an example. You hover over their name. And then where it says friends, you just hover over that, add to another list, and then this pops up and you can add them to as many lists as you want. You can create whatever list you want. You can have as many or as few, but I definitely recommend you having lists, and I'll explain why when I get down this little list in just a second. But you want to have lists to work from, and you should be adding friends every single day. You should always have at least 5 people that you're adding. because you constantly want to be putting yourself out there, and not everyone's going to respond, not everyone's going to accept, so you're going to have to go through and delete all of the old requests. And the way you do that, you hit the two little people at the top where it's got your friend requests, and then you're going to see view sent requests, and you're going to click that, and then you're just going to scroll through, and anyone that's 48, I would say at least 48 hours old, you're going to go through and you're going to cancel the request. So you just hover over that and then cancel request. And the reason you want to do that is because since you're adding at least 5 people every single day, if you just have all of these outstanding friend requests, Facebook is going to look at your account. It's going to flag them because they're going to think you're spamming all these random people. So back to the slide. For 15 minutes, you're going to check into your accountability groups. You want to comment and or like everything. So there should always be a group that you're a part of every single month, whether you're in a sneak peek, whether you're in a 4-day. I'm working, baby. You need to ask Daddy. Whether you're in a sneak peek, it doesn't matter what kind of group you're in. You should always be involved in some kind of an accountability group. Every day you want to go through that group, you want to like everybody's statuses, and you want to comment on everything, whether you added that person or not, because you need them to know that they are there and being supportive. That's why they join the group, because they're missing accountability and support in other avenues of their life. So you want to show them that us as coaches are there to support them. And then for 15 minutes, you want to go through social media, whether you have a like page, you've got a YouTube channel that you're adding videos to, you've got Instagram, so what's it called, Snapchat, whatever all of those things are, whatever you're using for your business, you want to make sure that you're posting 3 to 5 times a day, and plan to post different things at different times of the day, because you don't want to just stick to 9 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon, and then 9 at night, because you want to reach a different type of audience. So go through, put a post out there. You want to schedule future posts. Keep a running list of ideas that you have. Always be taking pictures on your phone. If you're feeling pretty that day, take a bunch of different selfies of different angles of yourself, and just keep a stockpile of those things so you can use them for later. Go into Photofy and zhuzh up a post that you have, put some text on it or something, and always make sure that your face is present on your post. Don't just put a motivational quote for every single post you have, because that's not creating any kind of value to people. They're just going to continue to scroll. They want to see you. They want to feel as though they're reaching out and getting like a sneak peek into you and your life. So make sure that you are showing your face and showing them a glimpse of you. Create a marketing plan for the upcoming month. So February is half over now. So you should already have been thinking about March and into April. You want to be thinking about accountability groups you want to run, if you want to do a sneak peek, if there's another coach on the team that you have been noticing their content and you feel like you relate to them, reach out to them and see if they have any plans for a group. See if maybe they want to work with you on creating some kind of a 4-day. I'm going to be doing 2 4-days throughout every month. I'm going to do one in the beginning, one in the middle. And the reason I'm going to do that is because people are more likely to do things that are short term, but not only for them, but for you. You're going to lose steam too as the month goes on. Once you hit day 18 of 21 in a group, you're going to lose your motivation and you're not going to feel like doing it. So do things that you're going to feel encouraged to keep up with. Maybe a 7-day or a 10-day is better for you. I personally like 4 days. I feel like I get a better response when I talk to people about them. Another good thing about 4 days is you can buy a 24-pack box of Shakeology, and you would just encourage these people to buy a 4-pack of the just create a little sample kit, sell it for $30, tell them that includes the shipping, and then you're going to earn back all of your money right away. your goal would be to have 6 people in your month to make your money back. And that's very easily achievable to do. So definitely consider doing that. And then just some other things I wanted to kind of touch on how I do things. And obviously you want to do this according to you, cater it to however it works for you. But I have the it's called Kill Newsfeed or Newsfeed Killer or something like that. They talk about it, I think, in Rock the Basics 2.0. But basically on Chrome, you go in and you get an extension. My computer's running a little slow, so I don't know if it's going to show up. But basically, bear with me. They're making so much noise next to me. They're cooking dinner too, and it's like pots and pans and bowls and spoons hitting every little thing. So, okay. So in Chrome, I've downloaded the extension Kill Newsfeed, and basically, when you do that, it makes your newsfeed look just like this. There's nothing there. In order for me to go see someone's status, what I do is I go to the list I created. So this just helps me to stay focused during my hour. And so let's see. I always want to keep in touch with those on Team Brightside. So I have a list of just those people that I have on my team. And as people come in, you can add to the list over here on the right hand side. I only have 6 people on my list right now, but that will be growing. And you want to basically boost people's posts. So you're going to go through, you're going to like people's things, you're going to comment on it. Let's see. Let me just give an example. I don't want to do that one. Okay, so 6 hours ago, Tasha put up a post, be a Fruit Loop in a world full of Cheerios because you weren't meant to be like everyone else. So that was 6 hours ago. So in order for me to regenerate that within people's news feeds that she shared it with, by me liking it and commenting on it, it's going to go ahead and show it up to new people. So not only are you showing support to your fellow teammates, but you're going to ultimately help them out by expanding their reach to other people that normally wouldn't have seen it right now because it's gone way up in their newsfeed. I have a group for just ladies. I have a group for pregnant women. I'm a YouTuber, so I've got a content creators list. I have a lot of fellow Beachbody coaches within my friends, my network, but I always unfollow everyone that's not on my team. And the reason I do that is because their content is going to flood my newsfeed if I don't have that killer on there. And I'm going to miss seeing potential posts by people I want to reach out to. So if you unfollow people like coaches and create a list, you could always just go in there as part of your power hour or just randomly throughout the day, see what they have and go ahead and boost their posts, show them some love, and do that like at one, segment of time. Don't let that clutter up what it is you're trying to accomplish. Another thing I wanted to touch on was friend requests. When I send out friend requests, because I have a lot of YouTuber friends, that's mainly who is recommended to me. So a lot of YouTubers, I'll use that as an example, they have fake names. They have like second accounts that are not their real accounts. So like this one here, Freestone Fertility, that's obviously not someone's real name. And chances are I'm not going to have anything in common with that person. Go through their mutual friends. So like, let's see, this person has one friend in common. So what I would do, I would go to her page and I basically would just look through everything and see what it is that I can relate to her with, because I'm going to use that when I talk to her. So when I go to the about, it tells me we have one friend in common, and her name is Amanda. Let's let's see, we're going to go down to her photos, and I'm going to get a glimpse into her life and what she's doing. I'm going to see her check-ins, and I'm going to see if she has liked any pages or if she's a part of any groups. And what I would do, so just an example for her, I would send a request right away, and then I would send her a message. Hope you don't mind that I sent you a friend's request. You were suggested by Facebook because we have Amanda Wilson in common as a friend. And then always when you send a message to someone, the best way to keep it going is to end it with a question, right? Because they have to come back and answer it. So how do you know each other? Bam. Another thing that I do, and I don't want to dive too much into this because it is kind of complicated, and I would like to devote just a team call on that, or maybe an additional call. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But it's basically the way that I keep myself organized. What I was finding when I was sitting down to work, it was very unorganized. It was very unintentional. I was feeling defeated because I felt like I wasn't accomplishing anything. So the only time that I work is if I'm sitting down at my computer. I try not to do anything from my phone anymore. I like to sit down on my computer. I like to have a notebook and my planner, and I like to be very intentional with what I'm doing. Bear with me. I'm trying to open it to show you. So what I would do after I sent a friend request, I would send a message. Once they accept it, assuming she accepts it, then I'm going to go back in her feed, and I'm going to start liking and commenting on her things and just building a relationship with her. That's taking a while, so I'll have to wait till that loads up again. But to go back into the friends, I'm very selective with who I friend, who I friend, and who I will accept that has friended me. So I do not like to accept friend requests from men. That's just a personal preference. Unless it's somebody that I know or I went to school with. I don't have anything in common with any men. My niche is not men. My niche is moms, more specifically stay-at-home moms. So for a man to reach out to me, that just makes me uncomfortable because my page is my brand, and that's my business. That's my storefront. So if anybody reaches out to me, they're more than welcome to follow me. I have that as an option on my page, but I'm not going to accept them as a friend. Here in the people you may know, I like to remove people so it will generate new ones for me. There was a man, I didn't have anything in common with him. LuLaRoe, while I do love LuLaRoe, I don't know that person. We don't have any friends in common, and I have a ton of distributors on my page already. So I don't want to flood my friends. Like here's another one, LuLaRoe. And the fact that she's got it in her name, that's just a red flag to me that she's going to probably be spewing business at me. Whereas I feel like us as Beachbody coaches, when we're building our network, we are more into building value to the person seeing what we're doing, and we're trying to build relationships. We're not vomiting products, and we're not salesy. And I feel like a lot of other companies are that way. So if they don't have a picture, I don't accept them. I don't friend request them. What was another one? New Change. That's a red flag to me that that's not her primary account, that she probably caters that account to a specific type of person. But that's mainly what I've noticed with YouTubers, not necessarily normal people that I have friends in common with. Like this one, I would send a friend request to her because all of her mutual friends are people that I've grown up with and went to school with. This lady here, Shanice, I would probably reach out to her too. She's got a picture with probably her husband, and I am very familiar with all of the people that she is friends with. How did you do that? How did you make two things?
My tablet died.
Oh.
But I could still hear you through the audio even though it died. And I was like, why do I still hear, but I can't see anything? Yeah, so then I signed in on my phone.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so okay, there you go. I closed your other thing. Okay. So that's how I reach out to friends or to expand my reach. I try to do at least 5 people every single day, because you want to constantly, it's a compounding business. So the little things you're doing right now are going to ultimately benefit you in the future in a big way. So I may add a girl today. It's February 15th. I'm going to be building a relationship with her. We're going to be communicating back and forth. And through that, maybe by March 1st, we will have gotten to know each other on a whole nother level. We consider each other friends now. And I'm going to potentially look at her as a future client of mine. So you have to be in the right frame of mind. It's okay to be, I don't want to use the word judgmental when you're looking for friends, but you have a specific niche. You have an audience that you want to reach out to specifically, and this is your business. There's absolutely nothing wrong with reaching out to just those people. You're not going to, you're a mom, you work full time. So your niche is probably other moms that work full time, because that's who you can relate to. You can share with them how to build a business while having all of these other hats that you wear. You wouldn't necessarily be able to reach out to someone that's retired with adult children, because that's not your lifestyle. You don't have much in common with her. You might not have anything in common with someone that's got 200 pounds to lose, because that's not the journey that you're on. You may be able to help them, but it would be on a whole nother level. So don't be afraid to be choosy with who you request and who you accept. Let me go back to the slide and see if there was anything else. Create the list, expand, check into your accountability groups. Oh, as far as scheduling goes, be cautious of that. Don't schedule every single post that you have, because what I've noticed is my scheduled posts do not get the engagement that my live posts get. And what I mean by that is, if I were to go to Hootsuite and say, schedule Monday's posts, those posts only get like a couple of likes. Whereas if I were to, on Monday, type that in live, add the picture, and then post it, I'm going to get a ton more engagement. So sometimes what I'll do is I will recycle a post that I scheduled. And it's good to recycle posts anyway, because sometimes we get a little dry in our, what's the word I'm looking for? In the content we have to share. So go back at least 3 months, 3 to 6 months, see what you had some engagement on, see what you would like more engagement on, and recycle it. There's nothing wrong with that. Just resave it on your computer or your phone, reword the caption, and then post it again. And then there's nothing wrong with reaching out to your teammates or your success buddy and saying, hey, I just put up a really good post. I hope it gets some engagement. I'm not sure if it will, but in about an hour or so, can you do me a really big favor and go on there and like it for me? I do that all the time. I have 2 success buddies, and I will ask them to go boost my stuff all the time. So no shame in that. Don't feel bad about that. And then lastly, I just have a quote. It's an Andy Warhol quote. It does not matter how slowly go, so long as you do not stop. And I really struggled with my business last year, because I felt like I was putting out amazing stuff to people, and I was building this awesome, page for them to view, and they just were not giving me the feedback that I wanted. They weren't jumping on board. They weren't believing in the products like I was believing them. They weren't buying anything. They weren't signing up on my team. And I was very defeated. And I'm probably going to have to say probably 8 months out of the entire year, I felt very defeated and I questioned whether this was for me or not. But it all goes back to our why. Why did we do this initially? Why are we here? It doesn't matter how big our business grows. It doesn't matter how large of a team that we have, as long as you don't stop. It all goes back to the compounding effect. What you're doing right now, it's going to benefit you later on. So as long as you are keeping that momentum up, you're going to get out there. People are going to see you. They are going to be motivated and inspired by you, whether they tell you they are or not. You are reaching people. And if you feel discouraged, don't feel ashamed to tell people about that. Reach out to the team. We're all here to support each other. We're all here to keep each other with fresh ideas. So if you ever feel like you're going to lose that momentum and that you want to give up, just don't ever give up, because the rewards will be out there for you. They will be worth it in the long run. But that's basically everything that I wanted to talk on in this month's call. As we go through the rest of the month, keep in mind, we still have 2 full weeks left. You can achieve Success Club 5. Reach out to everybody. It's all in the follow-up. People you talked to 2 weeks ago, reach back out to them and ask if they have any other questions, if there's any other content. Maybe they need help with recipes. Say, hey, how are you doing today? Do you need a new recipe, a new chicken recipe for you to make this week a healthy one or something like that? Reach out to every single contact you can think of and finish the month strong. Every time you get Success Club and once you reach Emerald status, the benefits are so worth it. You get leads from the company. That's free customers. That's free money. You've got contacts for life. You've got a friendship. You've got a relationship that you're building with somebody. You also get your team cycle bonuses. That alone is worth it, because at Emerald you can get 250 maximum each week. That's just for having a team under you that's working hard, that you're helping build, that you're helping stay motivated. So keep your goal this month to reach as many people as you can, to help as many people as you can, grow your business, and just don't give up. Stay positive, because the benefits of your hard work will be there. Even if they're not showing now, they will be there. So I appreciate you sticking it out for that presentation. I appreciate you showing up. Do you have any questions for me on anything we talked about, or maybe some ideas you wanted to run by me?
No, I don't have any questions. I was actually in that call when they did the Power Hour with Lindsay and Maria.
Yeah,
so.
It's so good. I liked the first one where we did it live together. I don't necessarily think it's for me to do it that way every single time, but I think that to have it broken down that way, I never before that call thought about that, how to break it down. I always just thought it was me working for 60 minutes. But when you have a plan like that, who did that quote? Benjamin Franklin or somebody? Fail to plan, plan to fail. It's so true. It's so easy to get distracted. And we have to be intentional. This is our business, One thing that I'm doing this month or this week is what I've started to do is create business hours for myself, because I felt like every time I had my phone like in my eyesight, I would pick it up and I'd get on Facebook and I'd scroll or I'd message somebody. But that was taking away from my life outside of my business. So what I've been doing is at night when my husband comes home for a couple hours, or once the kids go to sleep, then I'll get on and I'll just bust out, I made this presentation, or I'll plan out my posts for groups coming up, or there's just so many different aspects of planning that we can do, but you don't want to feel like this business is sucking the life out of you. And it's so easy for that to happen, because if you feel like you're putting in way more than you're getting out of it, you're not going to want to do it, and you're going to give up. The people that you're reaching now, a year from now, they may not even be in the picture anymore. They may have fallen off the wagon, or people that you sign up on your team now, they may give up. But you have to be thinking of you too. This is your business, and you have to constantly be feeding what is going to help you. You know, this isn't just about earning a paycheck, which is a very large part of it, I'm not going to lie. But you have to be thinking what you can be doing for your own personal growth too. And if you ever get to the point where you feel like this business is overtaking everything, then take a step back and reevaluate and see what you can do different. Because that was my big struggle last year. I was very unorganized. I had several different notebooks with different contacts in it. I never followed up with people. I don't know how much money I probably lost out on challenge pack sales because I didn't keep up with my own self. But just, I really have enjoyed watching you. When I remember when you first joined that challenge group with us, I remember reaching out to Sammy and saying, who is Asia and why is she not a coach yet? Because she is on fire. She's amazing. You have always had very good posts. You've always been very inspiring and very motivational. And, you know, people may not tell you that right now. Maybe a year from now, people will be like, you remember that time you put up that post about how you didn't feel good, but you got up and you sweat and you push play anyway? That made me get up and work out, and I haven't stopped since. Like, you just never know. And I think that you are doing an amazing job, and I really want you to don't ever get discouraged because you really are doing amazing.
Thank you.
And I really am impressed at, you know, I have 2 kids and you've got way more than that. Girl, I have had this nasty hair flying out and you didn't interrupt at all to tell me that. What in the, you knew this call was recorded too.
Oh, we're working. It was the struggle.
But you got a job, you've got kids, and you're still doing it. You are a great example that anybody can be a coach. Have you thought of like doing a coach sneak peek on your own or teaming up with somebody to do one?
No, I didn't ever consider that because they always do the ones in the group anyway.
Yeah.
Add people into that.
Yeah. I would. You did what?
I said I add somebody every month.
Yeah. And that's good. And I love that they are doing that. But at the same time, I kind of feel like people want to see you. They want to see your face. So what you could do is the videos that they're posting, that Lindsay and Maria post, just take the content that they're doing, create a quick video on your phone, and then once a month, just go in and each day put up your new video. I'm going to, for March, I'm going to start doing a coach sneak peek. I got a lot of details to work out because I don't know if I want to do like 5 days like they do or just do 1 day kind of thing and flood them with all the content at once, or I don't know. I got to figure that out. But consider doing one on your own. Get your face out there. Make some videos on YouTube or something. And that's one thing that I'm going to try to do this coming year too, is make more videos. All the questions that people ask you over and over again, just make a quick video about it, even if it's like 30 seconds long, and then refer them to your YouTube channel and say, hey, I already made a video about that. Go check it out. Here's the link.
Okay.
It's something to consider. Because Brittany Leggett, I posted about her in our team page. She actually lives local to us. She's in Chesapeake, and she has built her YouTube channel. And I watched that video that I posted, YouTube tips, and it's eye-opening because it's like, you know, you wouldn't think to make videos of yourself because we're so used to texting or emailing or talking on the phone. You never really think to do a video. But she said that tons of her reach has been from her channel, and that's something to consider too. If you prefer writing, you could do a blog, a free blog. Melanie Mitro built 90% of her business from her blog posts. So that's something to consider also outside of your personal page. So if you ever need anything, you know I'm here. And I think that we should plan to meet up sometime. I know that Sam will be here next month for a few weeks, and I think that we should.
Yeah, he told me.
Yeah, we should all like get together for dinner or something, and maybe get all the kids together and let them run around and wear each other out while we talk mom stuff.
Yeah, cool.
I don't know why we haven't gotten together yet, but we should make that a point to do it. Super Saturday is coming up in April, and I already bought my ticket for the one in DC just because I enjoyed the last one so much that I wanted to get my ticket before it sold out just in case. But as they announce who's going to be at the one in our area, I may decide to go to that one instead of traveling way up to DC. So I'll add you to the page that they have where they keep all the information. Brittany Leggett runs that page. So maybe we can like plan to go to Super Saturday together or something.
Okay.
Have you been to one yet?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, they're empowering. Just like Summit. You got to get to Summit too. No matter how you do it, you got to get to Summit, because feeling the energy of all those people, it's so different than reading about them from their page. It's intense. I've posted this before, but I always had friends growing up and as an adult, but I never felt the sense of community like I do since becoming a coach. And when you're in a room full of hundreds of people that have the same mindset as you, that are all positive, that are all out there to help change people's lives and get them on the right track and are encouraging you as well, it's like going to church and feeling the spirit. It's just amazing to be around all of those people in one room, and it's a game changer. You will come up with so many ideas from it. Your business will boom immediately after going to those. So I'll add you to that page as soon as I hop off, and then we can plan to do that, and then we'll get together in March too.
Okay, sounds good.
So thank you so much again. I know you've got a lot going on, and we are just about at 9:00. So I really appreciate you, and I'm enjoying watching you grow. So keep up the good work and push to get that tank top, because you're going to have a picture of a tank top, and I'm going to have a picture of me in the tank top, and we're going to be like, woo! I want to make a little collage, or we'll be there live together.
About to hit Success Club 5.
Arm in arm.
I got one challenge pack sold, and I got 2 that said they're doing it. So
that's awesome.
6 points right there, and I'm working on some more. So I'm getting it.
Well, let me know if you need any help talking to anybody or any ideas. I'm always here for you. Even though I'm not your direct sponsor, don't ever be afraid to reach out, because we're all in this together.
Right.
Well, you have a good night, and thank you again.
Sure.
All right. Bye.
Bye.